Hello, 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 everybody out there in TV land. It is time.
Hello, everybody out there in
I
TV
love
land.
hearing my echo. Sorry. I was like, wait, what is it doing? And then I remembered I streamed. So I've got recoil. But I am absolutely excited about this Icarosis because we have two legendary runners here. We have the Suomi sensation, True Hyper Mario, going against the conquistador himself, TEEX88. Ikaros, I know that you have a somewhat favorite, but how do you feel about this? Because I am so happy right now.
Okay, hold up. First of all, right now, what I'm trying to look forward for this match is to see if Hyper Mario is pretty much on the position to be promoted within my own Sith Empire. So who else but my own personal protocol droid to actually manage to check if True Hyper Mario's abilities are fitting, for my empire. So with
Yeah.
that being said, um, we're starting this PointsPalooza match.
Looks like we're
Well,
gonna need to get synced big time.
yeah, yeah, we will need to get like a little bit of a sync here and a little bit of adjusted when it comes to the whole cropping. So please just don't worry if you see like the images looking a little bit like different. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that first we're gonna see like our first point attempt by Teeks, where you're gonna get
One
that
two
early
piece
speed,
speed.
but he did not get it because of the sub pixels.
Yeah, that's a sad Pandaville. So we're gonna give a big old fat X for that one. But we haven't seen THM's attempt. Thank you, Phoenix. You are amazing as always.
Yeah,
So
thank you so much.
the next one for Teeks is going to be the one fort clip, right, Icarus?
It is correct. Right now, I got to appreciate that True Hyper actually did manage to get like that early P speed. So coming up next with the streams being synced, we're gonna be able to see if our runners will get that 1F clip, because we're not grabbing the warp whistles in here, or because that's gonna cost you a point. So our runners just will gonna be opting to grab the fire flower to use it for boom boom. So they have 3 attempts per clip. So let's see, Tix. First try,
The
of
first
course.
try, so he gets a point most definitely.
Yes. Now I want to check what's True Hyper Mario's approach. He's gonna be despawning the dry bones. Okay, 1 attempt. 2
Two
attempts.
on the
Oh,
third, just
he,
making it, Icarus.
he clutched it out. Very nice. So for now, our next point is gonna be happening in the next level, which is gonna be our runners carrying the first Koopa shell all the way to the end of the level to hit the last shell with it. So let's see how that goes. And True Hyper
So
might get a
that's
little
one
bit.
six,
Yeah,
right?
in 1-6. And True Hyper might get a little bit of a lead right now because he played the Hammer Brew first, so he's not gonna have like more movements after he finished 1-5. But it's gonna even out around the time that they enter the castle. Also, nice tunnel by True Hyper, and now we see Tix attempt in the shell to shell.
Wow, this is always so good to see.
Very nicely done by Tix. And then we have True Hyper going for his attempt. He missed the throne jump. Throne jumps also counts in this race too. And True Hyper got a full clear for World 1. He has to be very happy. He knows who he's playing against with, so
Oh yeah, I expect to see aggressive gameplay on THM side because he has been practicing religiously on his techniques, Icarus. And he said he's basically hoping to get a base minimum of 14 points because he's like, I'm going against Teeks. So I'm gonna have to work hard, play aggressive, and THM and I were talking about that. And his strategy is to play as aggressive as possible and just hope that through his repetitious practice, he's going to be able to get these tricks needed.
Yeah. Even despite I know that many people put it like into a lot of practice. Sadly, this game sometimes does not like to cooperate. For example, with the whole like clips incident. There's always a little bit of RNG involved, enough to piss you off, but it is what it is with this game.
It wouldn't be fun if it didn't try to heck you somehow. And I started playing recently, Icaros. So eventually I'll get good enough to try for this tournament.
Ooh, looking forward for that.
Yeah, I got
But
my 6'9" jump, so I'm excited.
yes, I am aware of that. I'm very proud of you, Crystal.
It's getting
And
consistent too. We have the first clip by
yes,
see.
and we're going to see if True Hyper can actually catch up over here, because that clip, although when you're playing normal vanilla SMB3 or like the ROM actually, you don't have to go for this one. But look at that, he definitely wants to catch up on that regard. Now, the backwards slide is one of the most difficult like strats to do because of that particularly.
Yes.
So yeah.
Unfortunately, Teeks does not get that. But let's see how THM handles this.
It's looking so good so far.
Yes, it is.
And
Yes, it is.
he gets it. Very nicely done.
That is wonderful. You love to see that happen. So, that practice, because that was something that THM was working on, and he nailed it 100%.
Yeah, that backward slide is very tricky, honestly. Like it's a difficult point to do, given that you have to be make sure that you do not lose momentum at all. And so far, yeah, like Chase had another opportunity to actually do that point, but I believe that because he spent quite some time in the sand, he was like, you know what, I just want to get out of the level.
Absolutely. So we have some solid gameplay on the side of THM. Tixie did have a little bit of an issue, but he'll be able to recover from that because the game is just beginning and there's always room for extra points.
Yeah, definitely. We can uh we can accumulate a total of 34 points, and definitely we are very like we're just pretty much starting this out. So let's see, for world 2 there's not another point involved here until the airship. So far we're gonna be watching like a normal, like a Warpless round. I'm curious about to see what's gonna be Tix's decision when it comes to the Hammer Bros, because I saw that the music box might be on his way, unless he wants to go to 2-5. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and THM taking a slight hit from the Son of Fun, and we're seeing our first bro attempt. And Teek's getting the music box.
I don't like that position of the bros for THM. Like they're gonna be doing some switcheroos.
Yeah, we can expect high movements on the pathways for those bad boys. And that is not what THM wants to have happen right now, because he wants, to be able to consistently get all of his tricks and finish first at the same time in the event of a tie.
Oh, he lucked out though. Like I saw that the music box actually went all the way up, and the hammer did not go his way. He very lucked out, but oh wait, he's actually going to be getting the box too. So it was part of his plan to actually get the music box.
Assuming he's planning to probably keep that until World 7 to put the piranha to sleep at the castle.
I
And
am.
maybe.
Sorry. What? Finish what you were saying.
No, that was it.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say that maybe the technique is actually trying to get the bro that tends to run away in World 3 put to sleep in case he's in a dangerous position that he might get affected by the RNG. So I
Ah,
can completely understand if that's the case then. Okay,
yeah, because
so
when you have
far,
movements of 4, that will absolutely destroy you.
yeah, for sure. So right now, THM did not get the other throne jump. Still, he's getting like on the lead a little bit. So right now, we're going to see what it. We want to spawn a green block. That it's the colors glitch pretty much in game, like that.
Heeks does get it.
Just get it. So that it's gonna be awarded for 1 point. It doesn't necessarily affect the gameplay, as in like it's gonna give you more like better RNG strings or anything. No, it's just like an aesthetical like glitch that happens with the game.
Yeah, in Clash of the Nations, we have something called poop block percent, and that's on the World 5 airship. And
Yeah.
if it's not brown, you got to flush it down. But we go for it's literally you got to turn it into a brown block, and we have a good fire kill on Teeks' side.
I also noted that THM managed to not get the green block, so probably went a little bit early or a little bit late. It's a like a frame consistent like window, but in his case he managed to he missed it pretty much. But he's not that far behind, so this race can definitely go either way.
Exactamundo. And then now for World 3, the first one is gonna be in 3-3. So fasten your seat belts, chat. We're gonna speed our way to 3-3.
In the scenario for the 3-3 point, our runners must be Big Mario in order to get the point, because what they're going to be doing is that they're going to be running at top speed, and then will try to re-grab their fire flower, like while keeping P speed. That's it might look intimidating to do, but honestly, it's not that bad once that you get the hang of it. Like I might be afraid that maybe that strat might not be possible to do in randomizer given the enemizer setup, but if you have like that a nice enemy to land on in order to keep your peace bit, I think you can actually get it. All right, so far TX is gonna be the first one entering 3-3. THM bros are in the position of doing some mischief. Come on, let's bring him some cookies. I don't know, we don't want him to run away.
Yeah, we do not want to see a runaway bro on the side of THM, and we're getting the P speed grab. So Fire Flower acquired, and now we just have to hold on.
And then we're gonna be watching one of Tix's favorite tricks that for not for nothing he's called the patron saint of the door 3. So
Yes.
let's see if he gets
When I come for Rando, I always call this fort Teeks' Door 3 fort.
Yeah, pretty much. So let's see.
Nails
As
it.
expected.
I mean, it's literally Teeks. If he doesn't, Door 3, it will be absolutely a surprise to everyone. And THM did not hold the P speed.
Yeah, like he grabbed the fire flower and it was kind of like of a dead stop when he got it, so sadly he's not gonna be awarded that. But let's see if he gets to redeem himself by actually showing like that he actually can play it. Right now, I want to believe that he was hoping that the Hammer Bros do not run away. So let's see what's gonna happen next. Let's see, door 3. Ah.
No go for
Okay.
THM. So we're gonna hit door 6 right away.
Yeah, because he had like a very he didn't have like the normal speed that you go through with the while running through the obstacles. He took a little bit of the damage there, so the kill on the booming was a little bit like a little bit slower. But right now, and he gets Runaway Bro too. Please, Runaway, come back! Come on, chat. Let's bring some cookies for this Runaway Bro so he can come back.
Now, RNGesus is not working for THM right now.
And the thing is that in the case of a runaway, or runners have to make a decision of either skipping both bros in order to get the normal cycle, or they have to play 3-6 and or just I like that THM actually managed to skip the bros, so yeah, there was no chances of actually coming back. Yeah.
I also appreciate the fact that TEEXy got the lower H jump in 3-9 and just smoothly got right out like nothing.
Yeah, right now I want to imagine that he's preparing himself for his next point, that is going to be getting 4 1-ups in the airship. So hopefully...
Yeah, that's that trio of rocky wrenches that's right next to the mast area. That takes extreme concentration and timing to accomplish that, because you really have to get their timing on point, and you also have to jump at a level where...
He might actually missed it. He missed it. He started jumping too early, so he missed his timing. Ooh, that's gonna give a THM a little bit of a lead if he gets it, because that point right there, knowing how difficult it might be, it's actually worth 2 points.
And so you can see why. You can absolutely see why, because the airship speed, is not conducive to getting that many 1-ups at one time. Also, TEEX is like, if I can't stomp him, I'll just use fire on him.
Yeah. Oh no, but THM also missed it out.
He had gotten pretty far too.
Yes. And also TEEX got a little bit too aggressive trying to get that fire kill on Wendy, but sadly Wendy said, nope, you ain't fire killing me.
Right?
So coming up in this World 4, we're gonna be seeing 3 more points. The one is starting in 4-2, where they're gonna perform a frame perfect jump at the start of the level, and then they're gonna play 4-4, trying to get a nice in-game timer of 282. That's why you'll see that True Hyper up to go for the frog strat in order to make sure that he gets the point, because swimming with the frog is completely faster. So let's see how that goes. Well, TEEX, let's see, he's going to be opting to do the Mitch strat of 4-1, so bottom route. He's going to get the upper deckers. He tried. Let's see some frame perfect action. Let's starting this level. He did not get it either. So this is moments for True Hyper to actually capitalize on, so he might actually get an upper decker and the air jump. No upper decker either for TEEX in that moment. Okay, I like the Michi strat over there to make sure that you get your P-speed. Very nice top route best route. But he did not get the upper decker.
Oh no!
True Hyper has to remember that he does not have an extra hammer, so he has to play for F1. So let's see True Hyper. He did not get the air jump. He tried though. We saw some skippy legs in the air, but
he just couldn't get the air needed.
Okay, let's see an upper decker. No luck. Okay, I think that the bro in Tix's side, it's okay. Try to run away, but his cloud bro is right there, so he's gonna fight it, and hopefully we get to see a 282. I saw those duck inputs. I'm afraid that he's going to try the how do you call it, the wacky lacky strat. Let's see if I'm wrong. Okay, I was wrong. He did not went for it.
Love the fact that he's using Lakitu as a boost to keep himself from having to swim too much. And he gets to 282, sis.
Very nice.
0.2 TC. And we have right now THM in 4-3.
And he took the damage right there. Like he might have a little bit of like a drop input maybe that he couldn't like jump on time or something. But it's no big deal considering that he's gonna be equipping his frog suit close enough right now. Well, after the 4th, of course. So this is a DLC level in the Warpless run. So typically it's only played when you get an early hammer like situation. But True Hyper knows his level, so very nicely done.
Right, so we have 4F2 for TEEX, and his attempt is going to be to destroy every dry bone and make it have a bad day.
Yes.
And he did it.
That's potentially the easiest point of all the list. And while we see True Hyper right now secure in the 282 with some froggy strats. I know you love your frog suit, sis.
Yes, I love to see frog suit action, and finishes at 286, so that is absolutely a point for THM, and we are headed on to the airship. But I haven't seen anyone get the throne room jump.
Yeah, I think that TEEX might not have gotten like the throne jumps so far, and yes, one of my dogs has started to bark.
Cute! It's the doggy wanting to give commentary. You know, he's giving his opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she definitely has a lot to explain about like how this game works, and or probably she's roasting the runners and we don't even know.
Yes, and seeing, we should actually give a point to TEEX for having the blessed coin count.
Stewie must be proud, of course.
Yes. Also, chat acknowledging the third commentator.
Yeah, whenever I am on comms, there's a high chance that we might actually get +2 commentators, because I know that, well, I have 3 dogs, but I know that only one tends to bark a lot and the other one is a parakeet. So we have different sound effects in here.
That's what makes it fun, you know?
Also,
and I'm a dog lover.
There. Sorry?
No, I said I love dogs, so I say we should have a doggo commentary all the time. I approve.
Yeah, right now, as we got to go through the word for airship, it's true. Like we kind of forgot our most happy tradition, and that's about the dad jokes. And High Flyer here says, "I'd like to start a diet, but I got too much on my plate right now." Oh god, that is totally me.
Yes. Well, oh boy, we're starting the dad jokes in chat, sis. Hermana, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're getting invaded with dad jokes.
We could enjoy them unless you have a hook and you hook them out of the hook them out of the chat.
I'll yank them in a heartbeat. Also, blessed number on THM side. I'm telling you, we need to make that a point. Get the blessed number at least once, and we could call it the Stewie Cartman point I think Stewie would be happy to accept that. 5-1, excellently done by Tixie.
Yeah, that P-Speed strat, it's very complicated to do. I know that well, I am not here to be saying in the commentary booth that everything that I tend to tell him like in a daily basis because I'm gonna get all goosh and I don't want that. I try to be
I
pro.
get,
So
I turn into a puddle of goop when I talk about Diesel, darling. So if you need to get gushy, I am absolutely 100% backing you on it. So no worries. Let's get gushy.
I appreciate that, but that's gonna happen up until the final stretch of the run because I know that 7F2 is his specialty. So let's see about that. So far, THM about to enter Iggy. Funnily enough, I had a little bit of a concern when it comes to this Iggy fight because the race time link that they are playing right now currently is called Outrageous Iggy. So you have to when I got generated that room, I was like, oh no, I hope that Iggy does not make any mischief. But both of the runners actually went pretty good with that.
Oh, I forgot about using the music box here in 5 like Tixie did. So we're doing a point attempt right now.
Indeed, we have, and that's going to have like this side glitch pipe that with Big Mario is very difficult to do. But let's see if he nails it in his final attempt. I think he didn't jump, but I don't believe that's
No,
gonna
he didn't.
count. Yeah.
Okay, that was his third attempt right there, and no point for Teeks. Yeah, that is rather difficult to do, the glitch pipe in Twisty Palace.
Yeah, when you're Big Mario, those like that jump in particular becomes a little bit more difficult than usual. Difficult, but not impossible. So let's see if actually THM managed to get it. So in this latter portion of World 5, we're gonna have like 3 more points. The first one coming up after this level that Tix is playing, where they're gonna be getting a nice early P-Speed as soon as they start the level. Which is tricky though, because there are like a couple of obstacles and enemies right happening right there, but let's see how that goes. As for True Hyper
Early
Mario,
P-Speed in 5-5. Wow, that's big.
yes. So let's see. It looks completely fine. Yeah, I got it.
Yep. Point for Teeks. Did some bobbing and weaving, but does get the point for the early P-Speed. And we're going to see some Twisty Palace action going on for THM in just a moment.
I'm not sure if he's gonna put this bros to sleep. I mean, he could have because he had an extra music box, so I would imagine that he at least wanted a viewing, and then he's gonna attempt to go for the Twisted Castle. Well, we have Tix in his another attempt for a special star happening there. Very nicely done.
I'm a little surprised by THM's choice to go for the Star Pro.
Yeah. I mean, probably because he wants at least an extra star for the World 5. I mean, for the 5-5 attempt. Because it makes it, like, easier to do. While True Hyper, he's opting to go all small in order to get his point. Which is gonna be quite easier. So, let's see. Okay, first attempt.
First attempt. Second.
Ooh,
does get it on the third.
Very nice.
Yes, very nice.
There's a considerable lead when it comes for Teeks. It's because mostly the True Hyper opted to play, like the bros. He also opted to get like the frog suit. So, but overall, all runners have been deathless, like for the most part. So, hope that they stay that way.
I just thought about it. The other reason why THM may have gotten that star is for the 5-7 point of Eternal Star.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe that he played all the bros in World 4. I think that he skipped them, but probably he might just have forgotten that he got an extra bro uh, from the World 2 bro. But hopefully, this bro in his way, it's actually going to be able to stay out of his way, so he's not gonna be playing extra bros. And right now, he attempted the early piece, but he did not get it.
Get it, yeah. So THM did not got the glitch pipe, but did not get his early P speed. So now we're gonna equip that star. We're going for Eternal Star right now. And let's see if he can pull it off.
He gets it. Very nice. Let's see if he gets an upper decker here. Ah, he tried, but he couldn't get it. Now for TEEX, he's about to enter the Roy layer, and he's going to try to do his fire kill on it. That is gonna be a point, but he did not get the pattern that he wanted. He probably okay. Given
He was
how the
I think he was expecting Roy to bounce right.
yeah.
It Sis, with your expertise, what is the ideal pattern for the Roy fire kill?
Well, honestly, Roy does not have like that many of like difficult patterns to go for. It's just more about like how do you manip them, that you actually want to make sure that you get the right one. But normally he's just gonna be walking a little bit to the left, and he might stall like for before he starts jumping. So that frame window that he's gonna be like stalling actually gives you enough time to like shoot five fireballs in, then stomp him, and then you shoot five more fireballs. So like Roy, it's completely like one of the most um it's one of the easier couplings to start like getting those fire kills in. So you like, even despite that he has like many like different type of manips, he's pretty much one of the comfiest one to do. So right now we got to see like the floor kill, sorry, attempt on TEEX's side, and he gets it. That's another point for him.
That is amazing. I have never seen that before, sis.
Honestly, that floor kill was actually found in a rando race.
What?
That yeah. that
Oh,
you know, like Boom Boom had like these very different like behaviors, and then somehow like someone just like step on him like right on when he was like on top of the floor, and then he just falls and dies. Like it's very weird kill. Sorry about that, by the way. But it's funny. Also, right
it
now
is.
we got the Northman special right here.
And did you see the beautiful poop block from THM? That is when you turn that particular block the color brown. So you could tell a Clash of the Nations player when you see it.
Alrighty. Then right now we have True Hyper about to start. Oh, he also like jumped a little bit too early. But that counts as a fire kill, honestly, because he didn't stump him 3 times. So he actually get it. He got away with that point.
It is a tight ball game, chat. We have 11 for TEEX, 10 for THM as we enter into World 6 for THM. And we are in the wonderful Fort of Alaska.
Yeah, takes one for the attempt of getting the 389 into 6.5. Believing that he got a 386 in-game timer, I'm afraid that he actually did not get the point that he wanted, so that's why it's not even marked on. So right now he's gonna be opting to get like the the next clip, which is getting a 293 in 6.8. It is kind of easy to get it, but you have to make sure that you don't generate that many lag frames, because otherwise, yeah, you might actually lose it. But he gets it.
293 finish. Teeks did very well, kept consistent P speed, kind of managed the nippers. It was beautiful to see.
Indeed. Now we're gonna see THM on the attempt of the floor kill. Like that, he just wants to make sure to stomp that boom boom in a way that he like goes down over there. And no, THM.
Oh no, THM got boom boomed.
Oh, that gotta hurts, because even after that he got a little bit of a marathon right there. Yeah, sadly he's not gonna be awarded his deathless point because of that. That trick is difficult. Like that, like I hope that for future reference in another tournament, if we had another floor clip like floor kill like that, that has to be 2 points, because it's hard. It's very intimidating. You don't want to take a death, and yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully
that
we might have
should
that
be higher
arrangement.
point. Yeah, that should be higher point. Most definitely. And how random it is, depending upon what boom boom pattern you get. Boom boom may not want to cooperate. So, a lot of work for that. A lot of work.
Yeah,
And we still have no throne jump from Teeks.
Yeah, I'm impressed by that, because I know that he likes his throne jumps, but they are so precise too, especially when you're coming from a fort. You only have like a 1 frame window to actually nail it, so it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
Right now, THM playing very conservatively with the Hammer Bros over there. Gets a star.
Yeah, that wasn't the bro that he was looking for. Normally that's an extra star, but we see over here like he's getting very unlucky with those low patterns for these bro fights. But right now he's gonna be, at least they're gonna be out of his way, and he's gonna be playing freely, as in like he's not gonna be needing any potential how can I say this, like bro movements after this level. So
and
let's see if he gets the
does get the first class clip.
Oh, very nice. Ooh, he gets a 389 jump. 389 pipe. That has to be very nice. Okay, we have that fire kill on Lemmy, and then he's gonna attempt to manipulate his standing clip. I like truehypermario like play here, opting to grab that hammer suit to ensure a very nice and cozy Bowser kill at the end of the game.
So definitely 7-1 can be very tricky, for trying to clip through.
Alright, but so far, if he managed to catch up on the points that Tix missed, like for an example the air jump, he might actually be on a good potential to get the lead over here.
First attempt, second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt. Tix having a rough time.
This might be like setting him off, as in like that he might feel frustrated with this game already, given like that. Normally on his practice he does well, but sometimes like the game does, like I was mentioning like at the beginning, does not like to cooperate when it comes to RNG stuff. So
yeah, and that is tilt worthy, especially when you're playing against someone like THM, and right now the score is tied.
Indeed, so THM can capitalize on getting that elevator air jump to take the lead right now, hoping that if Tix might not get this point though. So let's see. Second attempt. Okay, he's gonna run from. There you go. You get the clip in the third try. Very nice. And Right now, THM about to attempt that air jump, that frame perfect jump. He gets it! Okay, now this is getting
Whee!
intense.
We have a
This
tie
is
ball game yet again. But remember, TEEX has gone through 2 additional stages in terms of point levels than THM, because THM hasn't entered World 7 yet. So THM could turn this around.
yeah, pretty much. So right now, let's see. Did not get the other throne jump at THM. I think he was pretty much like the closest one to get like all 5 at least. Well, at least 5, better said, because you get 1 point for getting 5 and 2 points for getting all 7. So whatever. Then well, I know that TEEX has at least a P-wing for 7.6, so Satch for me because I like the 7.6 clip.
Agree, Pupper. 7.6
Yeah.
clip is better than Warpless P-Wing strat. Yes, I agree. See, your doggos are speaking facts right now, sis.
They're just saying the truth, of course. True Hyper Mario attempting the first class, but sadly he's gonna be riding with the luggage.
Considering I don't know how to clip, that's absolutely. I'm used to going down to the basement as well with the suitcases, freezing half to death. But your dogs are very hyped about Teexy doing 7-8 right now, because this is where he will grab his hammer suit, since we're in vanilla, and destroy the most popular fort ever, 7F2.
Yeah, your favorite fort as well, the how do you call it? The fort of love and happiness?
It used to be that. It is Disney World, because it is the happiest place on earth.
That's true, that's true. It's called Disney World now.
Yes, I have so many names for it, because it's a
I
hoot,
know.
but I'm not good enough to play 7F2 yet. And here we have the mad rush to 7F2 on Teex's side. Let's see if he can hang on to that hammer. I watch him and Stewie do this all the time, and my plants get obliterated.
I know.
Ah,
Yeah,
it's okay.
normally when TEEX reaches this section right here, I'm trying to not even breathe because I know how difficult this level can be. But he managed to get it like with like nothing, because I know that this is the one he loves and everything.
THM
And
slightly missed the
yeah,
7-1
no,
clip,
yeah,
sadly.
he got what I don't recall who mentioned this up, but Caddy SR also had like that same unfortunate event that he could not get like he got the clip in the 4th try, so I would say like he got caddied. So, but right now, True Hyper might still get another point to even the score here, by actually getting this clip over here. That was a first attempt. Second attempt. And let's see. He gets it in
Third
the third
attempt,
attempt.
clutched again.
Yeah. True Hyper has been very lucky when it comes to the whole like clips. And also Gunjin has been like very like gentle and generous by allowing the runners have it at least 3 attempts, because once that you do not get it, like if you were supposed to get them in the first try, you already get demoralized. So you at least give the runner some hope.
I'm surprised, sis. They did not put in something that would make Angelic Jade feel very happy and may enter the contest. And that is tail clipping.
Oh, but I mean, I know that you loved it, but when you want to go fast, the tail definitely it's a little bit of a struggle when it comes to clipping.
Yeah, clipping. That is a high level skill. Plus, that's a good way to force Stewie to do tail clips. So, I endorse that sheerly for the reason of making Stewie do tail clips.
Alrighty.
And
But
Teeks is
you only say about like doing tail clip. What about Mustard? And he's completely like
can you frog clip? I
biased
don't
to
think
the
you
front.
can.
You can. You actually can.
Wait a
It's funny,
second, you
but
can frog clip?
yes.
Ah!
You haven't seen that yet. I'm afraid.
No, I have not seen it. Oh, if I saw that, I'd be having, 2 points for frog clip, 1 point for tail clip. Oh, baby, I would totally
Gun,
add those in as points.
Gunjan, my man, please don't listen to her.
And we have THM's attempt now to go through 7-8, get his hammer time suit.
Indeed, I'm assuming that True Hyper, as the Finnish runner that he is, he's going to be opting to go for that 7-9 and do some clips over there, because I know the Finnish runners love their clips in 7-9.
Suomi clipping. That's what we call it. Suomi clipping. Because they are. Yes. That's a Finnish word that THM taught me, So I call all of our Finnish runners Suomi sensations. And here we go. He is most definitely calling my name while doing this, which makes me feel even worse.
Yeah, well, I was impressed that he opted to Cloud in like 7-9, but then again, I know that he took a death in 6F1, and also like he had his issues with like he has enough, as in like he almost take damage to that Tribons right there. Whoa, that Tribons just went up as he was going to run. How come he did not take damage? That was incredible.
THM almost gave us a bit of heart trouble. And Flyer said that the frog clip has been done many times in Rando, but we're going to need Flyer to do it. If there's someone who could frog clip, it's got to be Flyer.
Pretty much.
Yes, we'll make him earn his keep. All right, no rangless this time for Teeks.
Yeah, rangless is technically impossible for when you're equipping the hammer suit. Just because of the way that the hammers, just go like in that like arch like type of direction. You cannot like simply just make sure you don't have like any certainty that the hammer bro is gonna be staying in one specific position to get like their head bonked by the hammer bro. I mean by the hammer.
And for those asking, it would be great to see a frog suit 7-1 and a tail clip 7-6. It would be nice, but I don't think that can be in unless we do this point tournament in a rando setting, sis.
You know what? We have to talk to the council in that regard. Because it would be interesting to have like some sort of like
points tourney for rando.
Yeah, but the thing is that you might need to come up with a lot of point ideas, given that you would not see pretty much every level like in the game. So
trust me, it's me we talking about, sis. If there's someone who can make up points and make them happen, we can totally get some point action.
As long as you can give me like a point for killing boss bots with a tail, I would be happy.
Also, THM has pulled ahead of Teeks, so he's gotten his 14 points, which is what he was hoping for. So
yeah,
good on
him. He must be pretty like at least how can I say this, relieved about like that he met his threshold that he was like looking for. Well, Tix right now he's gonna be like playing his second hand to earn that 2-hand point. And after the whole auto scroller like showcase that we have up next for World 8, the next and final points in this match is gonna be getting an starless 289 in-game timer in 8-1, and then having making sure that you get like a one frame key switch jump in the fourth. And then, speaking of random, we're gonna have the stair clip that we typically do in randomizer races to avoid the patterns that the road to this can throw at you. So let's see
The
how that
clip
goes
that
for
I
the
call the
next.
discless clip.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering what that was. I was like, I've always called it something different, but then I call everything something different. So, never pay attention to the lingo I use. But it's good to see. I mean, I'm honest about it. But we have yes, puppy. You give the business, pupper. I agree. See, cat doesn't speak doggo, but I speak doggo, and the discontent at having to do 8-1 in general is painful. So I agree with the puppers. Yes.
Yeah, but we're also talking about the man that has put in. I mean that has put in into this game like at least 6 years. As in,
It
like all that
finishes
it.
on 291, sis. So that's definitely an 8-1 point
Yeah.
for TEEX88.
Coming up next, like I truly do not like A2 at all. Like those jumps make me very nervous. So that's why
Yes,
I'm a little bit like always concerned that everything goes well. But
it
it's
hurts
TEEX what
so
we're talking
bad.
about, so I shouldn't be this nervous. But I
No,
am a
I
human,
always get
please.
nervous there regardless. And we're in 8-1 right now. So the point for not 8-1, 8-4 is to get that weird P-switch jump. All right, here we go.
Ooh, he gets it. He might lost his conveyor piece bit right there, but he got it.
I guess he sacrificed the speed for the guaranteed point.
Or he actually jumped before actually doing the P-switch jump. Which, it's okay, like that might actually caught him off guard, but he managed to get that point. So. Alrighty, so he's gonna be heading to the final auto scroller while True Hyper Mario still has 2 hands to play. Like, I'm impressed. This is gonna be a mid 53, like coming up to like match pretty much.
Yeah.
And with all things considered, as in like like the whole going back in order to attempt some clips and stuff.
That's not a bad time, sis, if you think about it.
It's not a bad time, definitely. Always
No.
proud.
If he got the first, I want to say if he had gotten the 7-1 on the first try, that would have brought this down to maybe 52-30. And you love to see it. We'll leave that for TEEX and Ikaros there, Goku, for when we get the baby Dark Overlord. So we'll just keep hoping and waiting.
Yeah, I still, again, I will try to keep things like not going all the coolish. Even if he comes here in the for the interview,
You're gonna
might try
gush.
to.
It's a given. It's a given. That's your sweetie. So
Yes.
all right. So
Yeah,
we have TEEX now going for discless in just a moment. All right, that was his first attempt. Second attempt gets it.
And now he's gonna be a little bit careful over there because you don't want to get rotodisc. Very nice. Oh no. The one-up clip having a little bit of an issue. And
Yeah.
the final stretch, that is statue room. Come on.
Wow, look at that. Just got through that with ease. So pretty soon we're going to say GG's, hi Bowser, and bye Bowser on Teeks' side. So he completed this deathless, which means that he's going to get an additional point, which I'm sure my sis has already put on there because she is absolutely on top of things. So let's get those GG's out for Teeks, who finishes with an official time of it would help if I actually had race time up.
I do, and it's 53:31. Not a bad time at all.
No, that's actually fantastic.
Alright, so now it's up to True Hyper Mario. Like, he might actually clutch up to 19 points if he managed to get like this Starless, but oh my god, that. No!
This is going to be problematic.
And that was the hammer suit that he had for spare. Like,
Oh
he lost
dear.
the hammer suit in the airship, and then he. Oh no, True Hyper. But we're gonna have some wacky legs over there. Let's go, True Hyper.
Yay! Let's do it.
When you're equipping up Pewing and you slightly run on top of the sands, and then you get to walk around and stuff, you can manage to actually get a 291 over here like that.
Just like that. Making it look easy. But we'll need to opt to get. He's probably going to get the fire flower here in 8 forts.
He's definitely going to get it, so he's at least going to have at least a power rod for Bowser. Let's see if he gets the. He doesn't get the conveyor speed, and let's see the point. He gets the point.
Yes, he did.
And he gets a nice point in cycles, so very nice, very, very nice.
That just means that we will see for the finale for THM, if he can hold on to the fire flower going into Bowser's castle, we're going to see 35 fire bonks to the noggin of the best dad. And let's see, it's all up to THM if he can hold on to that flower.
Hopefully, Bowser do not throw a bad pattern too, because when you're using a fire flower, sometimes Bowser can like jump a little bit early with while actually shooting a fireball at the same time, and that is literally GG for your fire flower. You cannot avoid that at all.
Yeah. So if he gets the discless clip, that will bring him to his final point of 18 points, as he had become one with the angels one time. So no deathless point for him. But it looks like Teeks will be the one to emerge triumphant with a score of 21, tentative score of 21, against a potential score of 18. Teeks also finished first, which is always good. Even if we had a tie, that would render Teeksy the winner. So I know you're excited, Ikaros, because you'll have a great interview with your sweetie.
There's not much that I have to ask him, because I already know like his capability. But the only one thing that I am a little bit concerned about asking, also nice THM getting like that clip first try.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, first of all, welcome on in, baby. I don't know how to say. I am so used to when THM.
Oh no, THM lost the flower. This is not good. He says he's gonna have to go with a traditional kill, which is Bowser falling to his demise.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. I don't know what happened there. He definitely he had the point, that's for sure, but he sadly just lost control when it comes to doing the doing this donut section, apparently. Very. Oh my god. I wouldn't consider that as a commentator curse because it's very unlikely to see like in a Warpless format to have like a type of death like that. Normally they have in the statue room, but that's another thing. Also, yeah,
cuddle
like
straps. We're using cuddle straps.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no Bowser adjusted hitbox like you find in Rando, where it makes you work for it. So THM should emerge triumphant in just a moment.
Yeah, we don't have adjusted hitboxes in here, so
Thank goodness, right?
Yes.
All right, get your GGs out for the greatest American hero, the Suomi sensation, THM. I swear, sis, I thought he was American for the longest time. until Clash of the Nations, in which he played for Finland. And I was like, wait a minute, why are you being a traitor? You're supposed to fight for us. And he's like, bruh.
I'm Finland. I'm Finnish.
Yes.
Probably he said it with his voice like, come on, I'm Finnish.
TJ is gonna join us in just a little bit. But yeah, he did say that. He said, no, no, I'm finished. And I was like, no way. You have one of those things. And so now we can officially talk to your sweetie, which Tixie, GG's on playing a solid game, my friend.
Thank you.
And I know your darling has lots of questions. Throne jumping was one of the questions I had. Were you not wanting to throne jump today?
I had nothing to do with wanting to do throne jumps. Today was just a skill issue day, unfortunately.
And
yeah.
Away with your questions, sis.
Well, I was just gonna ask like a couple of questions, and that was like, what happened in your backward slide? As in, like, you felt like it went out of control, or you didn't like jump high enough to actually reach the other hill in order to continue your jumps?
When I jumped off the hill after doing the slide, I realized that I did it too early because I lost a lot of speed very early on. So I tried to salvage it as hard as I could, but yeah, I just didn't have enough speed and not enough height to make it past the quicksand. So yeah, that was pretty much the end of that. I think because I had so much trouble with the with doing an aggressive fast slide, because I've had a bad history where my D-pad would act up if I hit down and left diagonal too quickly. I would just end up accidentally running right into the Goomba. So I tried to overcompensate by trying to shoot out either the Goomba or the Piranha Plant, so I didn't have to worry about either. And just in my haste, I think I was just really nervous in that moment that I just bailed on that jump really quickly just to make sure I didn't like do a hole in one or go in the sands of time, and then yeah, it's just that was that.
It's okay. And for this, the only other question that I might have is like, I noticed that you had a bad encounter with Roy yourself, that you couldn't get like that nice fire kill. You weren't expecting that pattern, or you actually knew that you managed it wrong?
I knew I made it wrong. It's funny because like I was checking the location of my cloud right before I entered 5F2, so my menuing and all that was correct. So because I knew that it was in the third to last slot on page 1, I had to adjust my delayed pipe entry a little bit just to correct it. And I knew that like instead of the normal 1.5 fence posts, I could probably get away with maybe doing 1.25 just to kind of balance things out. But I don't know what happened in that moment. I just blanked out and just did 3/4 of 1 fence post. So I just entered the pipe way too early and just got a normal movement of 2 pattern, and yeah, disaster.
Yeah, it was very like well, I want to say that it was very uncommon for you, knowing that you are pretty much like the sensei of all the fire kills for the community, you know?
Yeah.
But other than that, I know that the 389 exiting 6.5 is a myth, so I don't have any hard feelings about that. And 7.1 is 7.1, so I I completely get it. Both of you neither got like the 7.1 point today. We didn't grease up enough the wall, but
Yeah,
Speaking
that,
of joining us, we have to introduce the greatest American Suomi sensation, one and the only THM has joined us. THM, welcome, friend and TGs.
GG's.
GG.
18 points. That should be enough.
Yeah, when we had spoke earlier, THM, you wanted 14. You said 14 was your magic number.
No, it's the total of points I needed to advance, I think. Well, getting 18, that should be enough.
Instead, it was a very it was a very nice performance, a very strong performance in the beginning. Kind of might have fallen short when it comes to like points when it comes to World 3. But
Oh my, that green block, I don't know what happened, how I didn't get that, but then World 3 totally destroyed me. I started to get a little bit nervous after World 3.
Yeah, I can imagine, because you at least want to earn a point per world, but World 3 was very like when it comes to getting like I don't blame the whole like frame perfect aspect of it right now, but I know that the 3-3 point, you were actually nailing it, but somehow you went to a data stop when it comes to grabbing the fire flower, and you lost your P speed that way. It was sad to watch because you were getting it so well.
I hit the wrong pixel.
Exactly. And both of you didn't get like the 4-1 ups. I'm disappointed. That is the only point that I'm a little bit like,
honestly,
why you guys didn't get it.
Honestly, I'm extremely disappointed in that as well. And it's like I knew the setup for it, but when I tried to duck on the Rocky wrench like I normally have a habit of doing, like it's no particular reason for it. I just like to do it, and also to shorten my hitbox for the bullet bill. But as I was ducking, my thumb was positioned in the wrong way, and then Mario just started walking to the left for no reason. So when I tried to get back on, I didn't want to risk damage boosting when he woke up. So I tried to jump on him, and then once I realized what I was done, it's like, yeah, nope.
Yeah.
THM
I had a setup for 4-1 ups, but then I missed the second bullet bill. That cost me the point.
Because you had gotten up to 2,000 in your jumps.
Yep, I started to get a little bit nervous after War 3. But to be honest, I was super lucky in 1-6.
Oh yeah, because I saw that you kind of delayed a little bit, like the grabbing the shell. I love the turn back that you did, that somehow gave you like enough space to actually make sure that you get that shell on screen. That was very impressive to watch. Yeah.
To be honest, I wasn't sure that I'm gonna get it because I got the late P speed. I jumped right from the edge of that platform. I think if that was a one frame later, I would have died.
Yeah, definitely. It was a very clutch shell to shell action there, and I know that speaking of like doing like very clutch type of things, you clutched out several of the points too, like by getting like some of them like within like the last attempt, like for example the side glitch pipe in the Twisty Castle and the bottom clip in 7-2.
Yep, those two were clutch moments. So it counted as attempt when I even tried to jump. I jumped only twice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it counts as attempt. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, you got it like in the third try, definitely.
Okay.
And another one that I also saw that this one was a little bit sad to watch. but what happened to you in Bowser Castle? Like, I thought you had like a good control of Mario, and that donut section just happened to made you lose an input, and then you didn't know exactly like the structure of how that hallway looks like, that you couldn't land on a donut because you took a dip in the marinara over there.
Actually, I don't know what happened. It just happened. I missed
It's
input,
okay.
then I died.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't blame you. But overall, both of you did a very amazing like match overall. Like you were trading the lead back and forth, you know, like from the beginning. Then I think that TEEX started to like come in like a little bit short when it comes to of points after World 6, and you actually balanced it out coming out of World 6. Like it was 14 and 14 when TEEX was just getting his 7-2 clip. And then I want to say that TEEX didn't have like his deathless point on, so he was one for a good. I mean, it was like the score was looking even for quite a while, and then yeah, it was just like that unfortunate incident in World. I want to say like
6F1.
World 6F1. Yes.
I
Yeah,
got
but
scammed.
we were talking with Crystal
I
at that
lo-
point,
oh
giving. Go ahead.
I felt like I died in 6F1 again.
Yeah.
In my race against Papatate, I also died in 6F1.
Yeah, like I was about to mention, we were talking with Crystal at that point that floor kill should have been at least a 2 points, because definitely it's risky, it's intimidating, and nailing it brings more of a relief more than just saying like easy
that's
point or whatever.
that's a very difficult type of kill due to positioning, and to do that, you're more invested in it, so you should get a higher rate of return.
Mm-hmm. And also, I noticed the how can I say the unfortunate incident too, like in 8-1, where you were already equipping the spare hammer suit that you had, and I think you might have landed in a bad position, so you took that damage, and it was like heartbreaking for me, you know, like the no hammer suit kill. No.
Well, I released a button to for some reason I released a button, so that's why I didn't hit in the right position and took damage.
Makes sense then.
Or I just jumped too late, and the angle was wrong.
But still, you actually managed to make a very good performance overall. We're going to see like the total being done by Gungeon. Like I want to say when he verifies like the scores, and I hope that we get to see more of your performance going forward too.
Yep, definitely. But yeah, 18 points. Well, that I'm tied with my another. I got two 18-point runs and then 22 against Papatate.
Very nice, very nice. Solid totals over there. Do you have any final comments before we wrap this up?
Practice more World 3.
For sure.
Never get scammed again.
Yeah, hopefully you don't hit that pixel that much, so we wish you the best of luck for that.
But yeah, looking forward to who am I about to face in the brackets.
What about you, TEEX? What would be like your final comments about the
Yeah, I guess if there's one last thing that I want to remark on, it's what happened in 6-5 with the 389. I was set up perfectly for the despawn, and I was even set up for the 390. But because I landed perfectly flush with the platform at the top, actually wasn't sure as I was flying up if I was actually going to make it or not. So I added an extra flutter just to be on the safe side. But it doesn't. It's one of those things where like you landed so pixel perfectly that the flutter doesn't register until after you're about to run off the platform. So I did that little I did that little extra hop before landing down to whip the last nipper and blocks. So yeah, that's pretty much what caused the 388. So that kind of stunk. So it's yeah, there's like a whole lot of the points that I missed tonight are things that I've gotten in previous practice sessions. Like I was just saying to Icarus just earlier that I got a 29 last night just doing a practice run. So definitely a couple of little details that I can clean up here or there before the bracket is revealed. So I'll certainly be busy doing that. And True Hyper, it's been a pleasure racing you, and I look forward to seeing you in the bracket.
Yep. See you. Well, good luck to the person who ever faces Sakali. You're gonna need that.
Well, maybe it'll be you, THM.
Yes.
Mhm.
And that would be interesting, like, because of the whole Finnish community.
And you could have Kati do comms on SpeedGaming Finland, and it'll feel like Clash of the Nations all over again.
That would be cool to watch.
Yes, that would be amazing to watch, And Ikaros, are you in brackets too?
No, sadly no.
No,
That's because honestly, as I was pointing it out, like in my interview after my final race, my controller board is busted. Like it barely has tracers that actually register the inputs. So I will need. Well, one, I couldn't even make like enough points to actually make it past Monday and Spicy. But definitely, I will come back, like for the future tournaments happening, especially the Rando tournament. So,
Oh, yeah. And we hope to see the both of you in the Rando tournament that will be coming up soon. Right?
I already signed up.
Yes.
Yeah, I just registered this evening.
Yay! It'll be amazing to see you guys in battle, So I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys amaze the world. And speaking of amazing, we have to do an amazing close, sis.
well, go for it.
Excuse me. So, to everybody in chat, first, let's give both of our runners one heck of a GG for providing us with a battle of all battles. It was a Clash of the Nations, yet again, outside of the actual Clash of the Nations tournament. And both did not fail to deliver because they brought it to us. Thanks to the greatest commentator that a person could ever ask for. And yes, I'm totally biased porque eres mi hermana, and that is Ikaros, who is the bestest buddy, bestest sis someone could ask for. And most importantly, thank you to SpeedGaming for hosting this event. We graciously appreciate all that you've done for us. And the biggest thanks goes to you in chat and those who are going to watch us on the video on demand. Without your love and support, we wouldn't be here. And on that note, I hope all of you have the bestest night ever. Give our racers and Ikaros a big fat follow because they are such great individuals that you would become addicted to watching them play, no matter what they play or what they do, because they're just that good. On that note, I'm saying goodbye. Ikaros, you get the last word.
Well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I'm definitely looking forward for our bracket stage for the SMB3 PointsPalooza. And shout outs again to Gungeon Lover for organizing like this points tournament. It was it has been very fun to commentate, to participate, and looking forward for the next matches. Thank you again.
Good night.
Everyone.